7. Nuclear submarines in the Arctic. Russia has recently demonstrated its naval capabilities in the Arctic region by conducting a rare and complex maneuver with 3 of its nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarines. These submarines, which have the capacity to launch up to 200 nuclear warheads, surfaced simultaneously through several feet of ice near the Franz Josef Land archipelago. This display showcased Russia's force and readiness in the region. The submarines are an integral part of Russia's strategic nuclear deterrent, which relies on a triad of land-based, sea-based, and air-launched nuclear weapons. The sea-based component consists of 13 submarines, of which 10 are currently operational, while 3 are undergoing repairs or modernization. The submarines are equipped with various types of intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBMs, including the R-29RMU Sineva, the R-29RMU-2 Lena, and the RSM-56 Bulava, which have ranges of up to 7,100 miles. Operating primarily in the Arctic and Atlantic Oceans, the submarines benefit from the ability to hide under the ice, evading detection by enemy forces. The ice also offers protection against anti-submarine warfare (ASW) weapons, such as torpedoes and depth charges. However, navigating, communicating, and surfacing present challenges due to the icy conditions. The submarines must find open water or thin ice to surface, launch their missiles, or receive orders from their command. To overcome these challenges, Russia's developed specialized techniques and technologies for its submarine fleet. The subs are equipped with sonar systems capable of detecting the thickness and structure of the ice above them. They also feature reinforced hulls and conning towers designed to withstand high pressure and break through the ice. When near the surface, the submarines can use satellite communications or very low-frequency VLF radio signals to communicate with their command. The recent drill in the Arctic marked one of the first times in which 3 Russian submarines surfaced simultaneously through the ice in close proximity to one another. This drill involved approximately 600 military and civilian personnel, including members from the Russian Geographical Society. It was part of a larger expedition called UMKA 2021, meaning polar bear in the Siberian Chukchi language. The expedition aimed to assess the performance of Russian military hardware and personnel under extreme weather conditions. The drill also served as an indication of Russia's growing interest and presence in the Arctic region, which has become more accessible due to climate change. Russia's been expanding its military and economic activities in the area, including the construction of new bases, increased patrols, exploration for natural resources, and the development of new shipping routes. Russia claims sovereignty over a large part of the Arctic seabed, which is believed to hold vast reserves of oil and gas. Russia's Arctic ambitions have raised concerns among other countries with interests in the region, such as the US, Canada, Norway, Denmark, and China. These countries have also increased their military and diplomatic presence in the area, creating potential for competition and conflict. The Arctic is considered a strategically important area for global security and stability, as well as for environmental protection and scientific research. 6. Nuclear-powered icebreakers. Nuclear-powered icebreakers are ships that use nuclear reactors to generate sufficient power for breaking through thick layers of ice in polar regions. They're mainly used for scientific research, exploration, and trade in the Arctic and Antarctic waters. They can also escort other ships that need to navigate in icy conditions. Nuclear-powered icebreakers offer several advantages over conventional icebreakers that use diesel or gas turbines. They can operate for extended periods of time without refueling, reducing the need for supply bases or ports. Additionally, they maintain higher speed and endurance on ice, thereby increasing their efficiency and safety. Furthermore, they can supply electricity and heat for other vessels or nearby facilities. The Soviet ship Lenin, launched in 1957 and operational until 1989, was the first nuclear-powered icebreaker. Since then, several other countries, including the US, Canada, France, and China, have built or operated nuclear icebreakers. However, Russia has the largest and most advanced fleet of nuclear icebreakers in the world, with 9 active ships and 4 more under construction. Among these, the Arktika class is the newest and most powerful, capable of breaking through ice up to 10 feet thick and carrying up to 33,000 tons of cargo. Nuclear-powered icebreakers play a crucial role in the development and security of polar regions, particularly as climate change affects ice coverage and presents new opportunities and challenges. They enable scientific research, environmental monitoring, resource exploration, and emergency response in these remote and harsh areas. They also support the economic interests and strategic objectives of the operating countries as they assert their sovereignty and influence in the Arctic and Antarctic regions. 5. The ARA General San Martin. The ARA General San Martin was a remarkable ship that made voyages to the frozen continent of Antarctica, known for its thick ice and abundant wildlife. It served as the first icebreaker of the Argentine Navy, constructed in 1954 and named after José de San Martin, the liberator of Argentina, Chile, and Peru. The vessel measured 280 feet in length, 61 feet in width, and had a displacement of 5,301 tons. Powered by 2 diesel engines, it featured a bow propeller, a helipad, and a hangar capable of accommodating an airplane and a helicopter. And with a maximum speed of 16 knots, it could break through ice up to 13 feet thick. The ARA General San Martin played a significant role in several historic missions. It participated in Operation Fueguino in 1955, which established Argentina's first Antarctic base. And in 1965, it took part in Operation 90, which achieved a land-based journey to the South Pole. Then, during Operation Alpha in 1973, the ship explored the Weddell Sea, leading to the discovery of new islands and glaciers. The vessel also supported scientific research endeavors, conducting oceanographic, hydrographic, and meteorological surveys, as well as engaging in collaborative efforts with other nations for Antarctic cooperation. The ARA General San Martin not only served as a pioneer, but also a heroic vessel. It carried out numerous rescue operations, aiding stranded ships, sailors, and scientists. It supplied and relieved the Antarctic bases and refuges while defending Argentine sovereignty and interests in the region. The ship encountered various challenges and risks, including storms, icebergs, fires, and accidents. Then, in 1982, after 28 years of service, the ARA General San Martin was decommissioned and subsequently scrapped. It was replaced by the ARA Almirante Irizar, a larger and more modern icebreaker. And today, it's remembered as a legendary ship that paved new paths and left a lasting impact on history. 4. The SA Aulas II. The SA Aulas II is a polar supply and research vessel owned by the South African Department of Forestry, Fisheries and the Environment, DFFE. It was constructed in 2012 by STX Finland in Rauma, Finland, as a replacement for the earlier SA Aulas, which had served the South African National Antarctic Program, SANAP, since 1978. The SA Aulas II is a modern and versatile ship designed to perform various tasks in polar regions. It can carry up to 100 passengers, including scientists, technicians, and crew in 46 cabins. With a cargo hold of 141,259 cubic feet, the vessel can transport 17,657 cubic feet of polar diesel for refueling stations and land vehicles. It also features a helideck and a hangar that can house 2 Atlas Oryx helicopters, serving purposes such as aerial surveys, transportation, and rescue operations. One of the main features of the SA Aulas II is its strength as an icebreaker. The ship holds a Polar Class 5 Ice Class certification, allowing it to operate year-round in medium first-year ice with old ice inclusions. It's equipped with a reinforced hull, a special ice-breaking bow, and a powerful diesel-electric propulsion system capable of delivering up to 13,500 kilowatts of power to the 2 controllable pitch propellers. The vessel can break through ice up to 1 meter thick while maintaining a speed of 5 knots and withstand pressures up to 1.5 megapascals. The strength of the Aulas II enables it to support scientific research and logistical operations in the Antarctic region. It has the capability to access remote areas and serve as a stable platform for various experiments and observations. It also facilitates the transportation of supplies and personnel to the South African research stations on Marion Island, Gough Island, and SANAE-4 on the Antarctic continent. Equipped with state-of-the-art instruments and laboratories for oceanography, meteorology, geology, biology, and chemistry, the vessel enables extensive scientific exploration. The Aulas II is a valuable asset for South Africa and the international scientific community, symbolizing the country's commitment to the Antarctic Treaty System and the peaceful exploration of the polar regions. The ship's name honors the South African singer Miriam Makeba, also known as Mama Africa. And its motto is Exploring for Knowledge, which encapsulates its purpose and mission. If you could come up with your own motto for an icebreaker vessel, what would it be? Let us know in the comments below. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. 3. The US Navy Nuclear Sub, a master of the Arctic. The US Navy's nuclear submarines are powerful and versatile vehicles, capable of operating in the challenging and remote conditions of the Arctic. One notable capability is that they're able to break through Arctic ice using their substantial steel hulls, allowing them to surface, communicate, or launch missiles. The Nautilus, the first US nuclear submarine, achieved this feat by traveling nearly 1,000 miles under the Arctic ice cap and reaching the geographic North Pole on August 3, 1958. Subsequently, numerous other US nuclear submarines have conducted scientific and military missions in the Arctic region. However, surfacing through ice is a complex task that calls for careful preparation and navigation. When surfacing through ice, the submarine commander must identify an appropriate location, avoiding thick or multi-year ice that could potentially damage the vessel or harm the crew. The sub must align itself vertically with the ice and utilize its buoyancy and momentum to break through. To aid in this process, the submarine can use a tool known as the Fractures, Leads, and Polynias flap analysis provided by the National Ice Center. This tool utilizes satellite imagery and software to predict areas of open water within frigid regions. Alternatively, the submarine can employ its own sonar system to map the thickness and structure of the ice. The US Navy's nuclear submarine's capability to easily break through Arctic ice or operate beneath it contributes to their formidable nature. They have a long-standing history of exploring and securing the Arctic, a role they continue to fulfill to this day. 2. The USCGC Polar Star. The USCGC Polar Star, WAGB-10, is a heavy icebreaker operated by the United States Coast Guard, USCG. It's the only ship of its kind in the US fleet capable of breaking through thick ice in the polar regions. The Polar Star was commissioned in 1976, along with its sister ship, the USCGC Polar Sea, WAGB-11, which is now decommissioned. The ships were built by Lockheed Shipbuilding and Construction Company in Seattle, Washington. They have a length of 399 feet, a beam of 84 feet, and a draft of 31 feet. They can accommodate 18 officers, 127 enlisted personnel, 33 scientists, and a 12-person helicopter detachment. The Polar Star has a combined diesel-electric or gas cod-log propulsion system consisting of 6 diesel engines and 3 gas turbines. The diesel engine provides 18,000 horsepower for cruising, while the gas turbines provide an additional 75,000 horsepower for icebreaking. The ship has 3 shafts with controllable pitch propellers, which allow it to maneuver in tight spaces and reverse direction quickly. The ship can reach a speed of 18 knots in open water and 3 knots in 6-foot ice. The Polar Star's main mission is to support scientific research and logistics operations in the Antarctic region. Every year, the ship leads Operation Deep Freeze, a joint military and civilian effort to resupply the US Antarctic program at McMurdo Station. The ship breaks through miles of ice up to 21 feet thick, creating a traversable channel for cargo ships and fuel tankers. The ship also conducts patrols, search and rescue, environmental protection, and law enforcement activities in the polar waters. The Polar Star is homeported in Seattle, Washington, where it undergoes maintenance and repairs between deployments. The ship has received several awards and honors for its service, including the Hopley-Eaton Cutter Excellence Award, the Lucas Plaque, and the Antarctica Service Medal. The ship's motto is Naviget Bene Turbatum Mare, which means may she sail well through turbulent seas. 1. The HMDV Snowy Mine Cleaner. The US Army handles mines in snowy fields by utilizing the Husky-mounted detection vehicle, HMDV, a specialized vehicle designed to detect and mark buried explosives in any terrain, including snow and ice. The HMDV is a two-seater vehicle equipped with a V-shaped hull that deflects blasts from below. It boasts 4 large wheels capable of tackling rough and slippery surfaces. Its front and rear sections feature a metal detector and ground-penetrating radar, enabling the vehicle to scan the ground for hidden dangers. Operated by a driver and someone who oversees the vehicle's sensors, the HMDV navigates along predetermined routes. The driver steers the vehicle, while the sensor operator monitors the data collected by the sensors. If an anomaly is detected, the sensor operator marks the area with spray paint or a flag. Other units then proceed to avoid or clear the marked area. The HMDV offers notable features, including the ability to reach speeds of up to 35 miles per hour on paved roads and 15 miles per hour on rough terrain. It can withstand blasts of up to 30 pounds of TNT beneath any wheel or 15 pounds of TNT under the hull. And with a single tank of fuel, it can operate for up to 12 hours. Communications with other vehicles and command centers is facilitated through radio or satellite connections. The HMDV can also be easily airlifted by helicopters or transport planes. Considered one of the most advanced and effective vehicles in the US Army's arsenal, the HMDV has demonstrated its worth in various operations worldwide, such as those in Afghanistan, Iraq, Bosnia, and Kosovo. It serves as both a mine-clearing machine and a life-saving asset. Which one of these military vehicles impressed you the most? Let us know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.